One of sad topics is thermochemistry. The mass, if you refer to College Board, is around 6%, equals to 5 plus minus 1 questions in set. So that it is brief and fast. So we have to deal with certain topics, certain concepts in thermochemistry, just to figure out certain questions related to SATs. First point, we took chemical equations and we said that it should obey 3 laws. Conservation of mass, which is balancing, conservation of charge, it's given in oxidation reduction, and finally conservation of energy, which is related to thermochemistry. And actually it is energy studies of chemical reactions. First of all, guys, we had to deal with system, boundary, and surroundings. What is the system? Initially, we had to define system as a part of the word that we had special interest to deal with. Like, for example, cup of tea here, a cube of ice there. Whatever that you deal with, you have deep interest with. If you suppose this cup of tea has a temperature, for example, 70 centigrade, and the outer side of the cup, its room temperature 25 centigrade. The flow of heat in such those cases from tea as a system, we have a special interest here, so that tea as a system, heat flows toward the surroundings. Surroundings, it's all thing except the system. Passing through the boundaries, the borders between systems and surroundings. Heat flows means cup of tea, it's hot, it's getting colder by time, so that heat made by this system and it's exported to the outer side. In the other hand, here we have a cube of ice. Ice, the temperature around 0 or below, and its surroundings, the room temperature, which is 25 centigrade. This cube or this ice cube gonna take certain amounts of heat from its surroundings and it's turned to liquid by time. So this ice cube gains heat from its surroundings. This process, we call it exothermic, and that process we call it endothermic. Here we have different types of systems. Depends on exchanging matter, so that abbreviated by exchanging EM, exchanging energy, which is EES. 1, 2, 3 systems here we have. According to exchanging matter, if it's open system, means it's going to exchange matter. Some material going to be added here simply, and temperature, it's going to be exchanged outside and inside the system, so that exchanging energy is available too. If it's a closed, exchanging material, it's not allowed. It's a closed. No more material going to be added. But as those walls made by glass, by steel or something like, energy, it's going to be exchanged simply. That we call it closed system. Isolated gas, both materials and energy, are not allowed to be exchanged, like our flask, the cups that we deal with in case of we gonna prepare Nescafe or coffee or something like, to protect heat of our drinks. Those walls have two types. The first one, diathermic, exchanging heat or materials are allowed, permit exchanging. Adiabatic, the another type, the exchanging is not allowed.